Have you ever tried to do something that felt impossible? Like finishing a giant puzzle with 1,000 pieces, or cleaning your whole room before your parents check. Laughs. What if I told you there was a hero who had to do something even harder? Defeating a monster so scary, one look at her could turn people into stone statues. Today, we're diving into the story of Perseus, the boy who faced the unfaceable. So, who was Perseus? Let's shine a spotlight on him. Perseus was the son of Danae, a princess, and Zeus, the king of the gods. That made Perseus kind of like a demigod. Half human, half god. Pretty cool, right? And Perseus didn't go on adventures alone. He had help. The gods gave him magical tools. A shiny bronze shield from Athena, the goddess of wisdom. A super sharp sword from Hermes, the messenger god. Winged sandals to fly through the air. And a special bag to keep something very dangerous inside. We'll get to that soon. Think of Perseus as a superhero, but instead of laser beams and capes, he had sandals that worked like a jetpack and a shield that doubled as a mirror. Here's the story. The king, who didn't like Perseus, gave him a mission impossible. He told Perseus, "Bring me the head of Medusa." Now Medusa was one of the Gorgons, monsters with snakes for hair. If you looked her in the eyes, zap! You turned into stone forever. Perseus knew this was dangerous, but with his magic gifts, he set out. He flew over oceans with his winged sandals, sneaking up on Medusa while she was sleeping. But he couldn't look at her directly, so he used Athena's shiny shield as a mirror to see her reflection. Clever, right? With one quick strike of his sword, whoosh, he cut off Medusa's head. He put it in the special bag so it wouldn't turn him to stone. On his way home, he had another adventure. He found Princess Andromeda chained to a rock, about to be eaten by a giant sea monster. Perseus pulled out Medusa's head, and the monster turned into stone instantly. He rescued Andromeda, and together they returned home, safe and victorious. Now, you might not fight snake-haired monsters, but think about it. Have you ever had a really tough homework problem? Or maybe you were nervous before a big sports game? Or a school play? Perseus' story reminds us, if you stay clever, use your tools, and don't give up, you can face challenges that seem scary. Sometimes the trick is to find a smart way around the problem, just like Perseus using his shield as a mirror. Okay, let's connect this myth to science. Did you know Medusa isn't just a monster in stories? There's a real creature named after her, the Medusa jellyfish. Its long tentacles move kind of like snakes, and some jellyfish can sting badly enough to stop a fish in its tracks. And Perseus' adventures are also written in the stars. In the night sky, there's a whole constellation called Perseus. If you look closely, you'll find a star cluster called the head of Medusa. Astronomers named it Algol, which means the demon star. Isn't that spooky and amazing? So next time you look up at the stars, you might be seeing Perseus' story shining right back at you. Now imagine this. What if Perseus had modern technology? Instead of winged sandals, maybe he'd use a rocket backpack. Instead of a bronze shield, he could use a tablet screen with a camera to look at Medusa safely. And what about the future? Someday, astronauts might face challenges in space that feel like myths, like exploring planets with dangerous storms, or meeting strange new creatures. Just like Perseus, They'll need clever tools, teamwork, and courage. Maybe future heroes will carry laser shields and AI-powered helmets to keep them safe, their very own modern magic gifts. So, what did we learn from Perseus? Even when a problem feels impossible, there's always a way through, with courage, cleverness, and maybe a little help from friends. Next time you face something that feels like a Medusa moment, remember Perseus and that shield trick. Thanks for listening to Myth Meets Science. Until next time, keep being brave, keep being curious, and keep looking up at the stars.